A 20-meter vertical whip for under $25? But how well does it work? Vertical whips seem to be all the rage right now, and for good reason. I was surfing AliExpress for some parts the other day, and I come across a telescopic whip for $13. So I ordered one and the rest of the parts to make a portable whip kit. Along with the telescopic whip, you also need the SO239 base. It's $6. And you need a ground stake for $4. That's $23 for everything. If you spend a little time on the site looking around, you could get it even cheaper with some of their daily dollar deals. In fact, I bought 2 of everything for under $40, so I could try phasing them. I'll put a link in the description below for all the parts I bought. The old saying, you get what you pay for, holds true here. This is not as nice of a quality as, say, a whip from Alpha Antennas. But if you're on a budget, it'll serve the purpose. It's still decent though, it's just a little thinner, so I don't know if I'd use it in a high wind environment. The threads on the telescopic whip is M10, so it's not the standard we're used to, but it does work nicely with the SO239 base. The base seems solid. The only downfall I found is it wasn't marked which end is which, so you'll need to use your multimeter to determine that. The ground stake also has M10 threads, but it screws in nicely and is sturdy. It's a ground stake. What more do you want? Along with that, you're also going to need some ground radials. They do sell a kit for $5 that uses ribbon cable, but I decided I had wire myself, so I'll make my own. So I soldered 3 ground radials using a ring terminal that I sandwiched to the base with the ground stake. I went with 3 16.5-foot ground radials. You could do more if you want to try to be more efficient, but then it's not as portable. What makes these antennas so popular is just how compact they are and how easy they are to deploy. You just stick it in the ground, raise your telescopic whip, spread your radials out, and connect your coax cable, and you're on the air. That's it. It couldn't be any simpler. Then you just need to adjust the whip to tune for your SWR. To test its performance, I operated with it for a few days right before winter field day, right after that solar storm. Band conditions seemed fair, and I had no problems making contacts. I ran it on Whisper and also used FT8. You can see that it had no problem getting out. It is hard to test an antenna's performance with band conditions changing rapidly, so this is the best that we could do. I ran 50 watts digital with it, so I'd have no problem running 100 watts on voice. And since my permanent antenna here is an in-fed half-wave, I try to compare all antennas to it, and I'd put its performance right on line with that. Now I know some of you will comment you've had a bad experience using AliExpress, and I have too in the past, but things have changed. An example is, when I received the telescopic whips, one of them had a bent end during shipping. So I sent a picture to AliExpress and told them what happened, and within a couple days I got a full refund on the telescopic whip. I've had a harder time with Amazon on damaged products than that. I feel confident enough to order from them. And if you want extra protection, just use a credit card and you can dispute the transaction if you have an issue. I'm going to keep using them and I'll report back on their performance. But a vertical whip for $25, you can't beat that price. Do you use a telescopic whip? Which one do you use and how does it perform? Let me know in the comments below and make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.